You're distracted now, no chill.
Ready to go.
And so are we. All right. So, do you want me to do this during the show or this be a pre-show?
I mean, it's always Dirtball Mail pre-show.
But this is Dirtball Mail that I ordered.
Okay. I don't know what it is, so you're gonna have to decide if this is a pre-show or an in-show.
Ordered it from.
I can't believe you didn't already start the process of opening this. It looks like it's very tightly sealed.
Well, I did. I already opened it earlier to make sure.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Are we rolling right now?
Yeah, we're live. We're live on YouTube.
Great. Let's do that. This pre-show.
Okay. But we don't really do a pre-show anymore. This is all wrapped into one. Okay. Do you want to open it or do you want me? You have to kind of just push it out.
Okay. Well, it seems like it's open.
All right. let me just, before we get into this, when I ordered this, I had no clue it was coming from South Korea.
Okay.
And then it said estimated delivery November 15th through December 25th. And I was like, what? And the irony is, this thing I ordered, apparently only South Korea makes these things. Let me just get to it because I'm sick of this. There's a lot of, I get it, I'm the Reds, it needs to be replaced, and there's only one thing that can replace it. So I'm going to get to it. Now, this is a silk poster.
Okay.
Which makes it even funnier. I didn't realize that either. They're all silk, and this is what I got.
Oh, no. What's wrong with you? You really thought that we needed that, huh?
Yep.
I mean, it's the most Andy Ruther thing I've ever seen, honestly.
South Korea is big on these silk Aaron Hernandez posters. I guess I have to mat this to something.
I mean, I'm sure you could put it in a frame.
Yeah. You want no part of this on our wall.
I'm just like...
Is it too offensive?
I mean... he murdered a lot of people.
True.
So I don't know. I just think about, like, you know, when we have like the Sean Merrimans and the Ryan Grants, are they gonna want to sit under like, oh yeah, that guy murdered people?
Here's what I was thinking. We can rotate this with the Reds thing. It's about the same size. Let me just show you. I measured all this out before I ordered it. See?
No, yeah, I can see that.
It's about the same size.
How much did that cost you?
$13.99. It was so cheap. And South Korea makes a lot of
silk posters
of Aaron Hernandez. If you go on Amazon, bro, they're all about it.
But you said you didn't know it was coming from South Korea.
I didn't.
So how do you know that the rest of them are South Korea?
Because I figured that out after I ordered it. They're all silk. I mean, the picture quality actually looks amazing.
Yeah. It's obviously some sort of, printed poster.
I don't think American companies are wanting to touch this.
Probably not. Yeah.
Now, why is South Korea making them in silk? I don't know that either.
You were so excited.
I was so excited. Dude, when I saw it arrive today, and I was like, South Korea, this is amazing. I mean, it's pretty fucked up. I'm not going to lie.
Our whole wall is just going to be shirtless dudes, like, pretty soon. Like, shirtless Messier. You're a fucking mermaid. I'm a, horseman. We got Aaron Hernandez. Who else is shirtless up here? Got Harambe.
I can't wait to take it in to get it framed in L.A.
It's going to cost you way more than the poster itself.
I'll figure it out. Well, Aaron is a part of the team. Oh, I'm looking at the comment section. Of course, Jesus. Get a thick piece of cardboard, cut it into the shape, and stick it behind the couch in the middle. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, this has to be taken care of. We have to honor the GOAT.
The GOAT.
The murdering GOAT, Aaron Hernandez. I've left you speechless, Joe Prano.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine what it was, and it was more Ruther than I could have even predicted.
You didn't see it coming, did you?
It's like Aaron Hernandez, OJ. I'm really surprised. Like fucking who's the guy? Ray Caruth. Really surprised you don't have like a Ray Caruth obsession. Just seems like murderous football players is like your go-to move.
Caruth, the thing. Oh, have you seen his kid? It's
No.
tough, man. His kid has like mental disabilities and because of all the complications. Because the woman, he tried to kill the woman.
Yeah.
She was pregnant with his kid, but the kid survived, and the kid was honored at the Panthers game a couple weeks ago. It's pretty actually hard. It's like pretty heartwarming and like it's like touching. You're like, I'm not going near Caruth. Hernandez for some reason, nah. OJ, nah. I'm still trying to get OJ on the show, by the way.
Well, that should make him feel at home.
All right. Do you want to get to the actual show?
Let's do it.
I got to move this. I can't look at this all show. I'll be honest.
Okay. You feel like you need to jerk off?
Aaron's going back on the. What do you think a girl would notice first coming back here?
Sure, I mean, they won't know who that is.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They'll be like, what the fuck? What is it with this dude? He just has a shirtless Mexican on the wall.
Yeah. I'm just saying. No girl say anything about Harambe. Why are they going to say anything about this? All right. I guess I can. I'm going to stop that audio and start us up again.
All right.
In 3.
We're doing a countdown now.
2, 1. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am Andy Ruther, coming to you live from the Smut Studio in Venice Beach, California, with my co-host, Joey No Chill Prano.
Hello, Andy.
You back?
I'm back. For anybody that didn't tune into the live pre-show on YouTube, I recommend you going and checking that out on YouTube because Andy showed a picture he ordered from South Korea of a naked Aaron Hernandez.
He's not naked. He's just shirtless.
He's 100%. You don't know that.
He's shirtless.
You have no idea whether or not he's wearing pants. Now, I walked in and I was wondering, are you going for the full LeBron James look? Is basketball season here and now you're going with LeBron? You're sort of going with like you got your crew cut and now you're letting the beard grow in. You look like when somebody plays like a fisherman in a movie. You look like an extra in The Perfect Storm.
It's funny because Yoshi last night, he goes, "You could play a cop with that look," which I didn't know if I agreed with.
Yeah,
because cops are more clean shaven.
Undercover maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I shaved the head. It's coming up on 3 weeks ago. I haven't shaved 15, 16 days, and normally I get too anxious and antsy, but I said, you know what? Let's challenge myself and see if I can go like 30 days without shaving.
Well, here's my advice. If you're going to do this, I think
I need to clean it up.
Well, sure, but you don't have to yet. You're okay. But have your boy Trippy take down the hair and let the beard go. Go full LeBron because I think that's a good look. Thicker beard than hair top.
I want to keep the top.
You don't want it all grown out together.
I know. I want to keep the top, though. I just maybe fade out the sides.
I think take it back down, bro. I think that's a good look. Otherwise, you're going like full Jack Johnson or something here. Like, I mean, you're not singing Rodeo Clowns. Come on.
I'm not sure what I'm doing just yet. But yeah, I'm trying something new. I mean, I got a lot.
You've been trying something new every week for like the past year. What are you searching for?
I'm bored lately. It's what it is. That's a good point though. And I know it. I thought about it today. It's funny seeing it grow out though. I have so many grays in my goatee. The last time I grew out facial hair for more at this length was when I lost that bet. Dude, that was shit. That was 3 years ago. The Bryce Harper bet.
Yeah. You had to get the douche Harper cut.
Yeah.
I forget what that one was even over.
So many bets, Joe.
I know.
I came across a sheet of paper today of bets you and I have. I don't even know what the bets were, like what we made. Antonio Brown versus Odell Beckham Jr., Russell Wilson being on the Seahawks in 2019. That's a bet you'll probably lose, but I don't even think we made any bet on it. Russell Wilson versus Phillip Rivers. You remember that one?
Sure. I mean, I'm assuming I bet on Phillip Rivers.
You did.
So I think I got that one.
I don't know about that.
Well, if Russell keeps up his 178 yards a game, he might catch him in 2055.
No, actually, Russell through 7 seasons will be right there. I saw you taking digs on Twitter, which I didn't really get about all that.
No, I think you got it.
But I didn't because
he ran for 90 yards and they lost. He essentially played right into the hands of Sean McVay. Sean McVay, I don't know if he outsmarted Russell Wilson or if he outsmarted Pete Carroll, but Russ throwing the ball, completing 17 passes and running 90 yards against the highest powered offense in football. Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was, but are you not understanding the strategy of the Seahawks was to run the ball?
Fucking crushed it.
They did. They got 270 yards.
And they lost against a team that has the highest powered offense in the NFL. Awesome strategy. Run the ball every time you feel pressure. QB run.
But hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm talking about run the ball in general. The strategy of the Seahawks, which makes sense as I'm watching the game live, is we can't stop the Rams offense.
Yep.
To the point that Carroll kicked an onside kick when they're down 2 with 10 minutes to go, right?
Yeah.
So their strategy is keep the ball away from the Rams offense as much as possible.
Yeah.
And they rushed for 270 yards.
Yeah, and they lost.
That. Okay.
And the great part
but I'm not questioning whether the loss, I'm questioning whether it was a smart strategy from Pete Carroll.
Well, clearly not, because they couldn't keep up with them offensively. And also, a great strategy, if you're going to run the ball a ton, which they did very effectively, is to open up passes downfield, which they never did. And they haven't done the entire season. So, yeah, good, solid strategy if you want to lose.
Well, they were in the game the whole time on the road. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, as someone who watched the game, I thought they played it well. I questioned his onside kick when they're down 2 points with 10 minutes to go. That's a very risky move. But all in all, I mean, you're acting like it was a blowout when at the end of the day, the Seahawks had the ball on the Rams' 18-yard line, down by 5.
Yeah. But they outplayed them also for a lot of the game. The Rams didn't play their best game, and they still lost because Russell Wilson ran the ball. How many times did he rush?
9.
12 times?
9.
Yeah.
For 90 yards.
Yeah.
But this is where I don't understand your rationale, whether it's Russell or Cam or whoever. If he's
Here's the rationale. The Rams secondary fucking sucks.
Well, so do their linebackers.
At 9 yards a clip, this is the best news ever for a team whose defensive backs stink. We're going to give up a 9 yards a rush every time Russell decides to take off downfield instead of him throwing it.
But again, I don't see what you're not seeing. Their point is they don't even want to score quickly. The Seahawks, I believe even on the first drive, they might have thrown the ball once. They're trying to eat up the clock to keep it away from the Rams offense. I don't see how you're not seeing that.
No, I am seeing that. I understand it. But you also, we're acting like they didn't just lose in a shootout was that last week to the Saints? They've lost one game, and it was a team that threw the ball all over them. So if your strategy is win, maybe you should follow that method.
But the Seahawks also in the first game rushed.
What would you say that
what would you say
yards. If the Rams had a defensive strength, it would be?
Getting to the quarterback. That's their biggest strength.
Their defensive line.
But not. I've watched the Rams all year, and any analyst will say this. Their strength is not the run; it's sacking the quarterback. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They give up a shit ton of yards rushing too. That's why I said last episode, I believe if the Rams defense doesn't change, I don't know if they'd win a playoff game. I know that sounds crazy, but
it depends who they played in the playoffs.
It definitely does, but I think they have a very porous defense, and it shows the last few weeks. And I'll be real curious to see what happens on Monday against Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty surprised. I don't know if you followed the line. And, we'll get to this later in the show, but the spread, the Chiefs were 2.5-point favorites. Now
they were?
In Mexico City.
Okay.
Now the Rams are 3.5.
Got it.
So that's a big swing.
Yeah,
it's a 5-point swing.
I think that's a little ridiculous.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially the way their defense has been playing. But we will get to that when we make our picks. Coming out the gate strong.
But you were at the game. Was it tough to watch your boy lose?
No. I was still rooting for the Rams.
Were you?
I was.
Now, Seahawks have what? They have 5 losses now?
Yeah, it's not looking good for me. Let me put it this way.
They have to go 5-2 down the stretch.
And they obviously have to win tomorrow, which this will drop on audio tonight against the Packers.
Right.
Which you never want to get a bet against Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, I might owe you $100. It's fine.
I'm not even worried about it. I mean,
because you know what I'll do? I'll give you that $100 and I'll say, motherfucker, now take me to all you can eat sushi.
Yeah, like I'm not even worried about the $100. I'm looking forward to the decline from the 9-7 to the 8-8 to the 7-9 to the.
But I'm not that worried because I have everything on my side as far as facts where my boy is at this point.
Fucking played a lights out game.
You know what he does? He does a lot of
bailing from the pocket early.
No, he does
scrambling.
a lot of great things, and he does a lot of like, dude, you're gonna have some good plays, you're gonna have some bad plays. It's like Brett Favre without the interceptions. Does he get sacked too much? Yeah, but he also gets a lot of good plays. But I don't want to go down that fucking rabbit hole again. We have so much great shit to talk about. We can get to that when we cover the actual NFL. We got the Lakers game on in the background. I see the YouTube comments. People are asking. We're watching the Lakers game.
Yep.
In the background against the Trailblazers. The third time they played already. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yes.
Like, I don't know what's going on with the scheduling.
Yeah. The NBA has been weird like that all year. I'm trying to think of who the Knicks have played like multiple times. Like, I think the Knicks have fucking 3 games with the Hawks already or some nonsense like that. Or maybe both of their games this year with the Hawks. Like, it's been weird. There have been a bunch of games that it seems like they're stockpiling games to get them out of the way or something so they can have, I don't know, marquee games Christmas on or something. Not that Trailblazers Lakers isn't kind of a marquee game.
Yeah.
I mean, it is on ESPN.
Sure.
But.
Well, Joe, you leave. You head up to the Bay, and then all hell breaks loose from the Bay Area team.
Yeah. The Warriors, man. I fucking love it. I love it from multiple angles. First of all, fuck the Warriors. I've never been a Draymond Green fan. I mean, I like his attitude on the court in terms of his intensity, but, I mean, the dick punching and kicking, the shit talking, it's like you're a fucking, you're the 4th best player on your team and you do the most talking. And then him, I mean, just like infighting on the Warriors, Kevin Durant going to be a free agent. There's already talks about him coming to the Knicks, his agent wanting to be the Knicks' next GM. Like, I'm all on board on all kinds of anger with Kevin Durant and him not getting along with Draymond. And I love it.
I actually watched that game.
Well, what the fuck is Draymond Green doing?
Well, that's what I was just going to say.
Here's a better. Forget Kevin Durant. Give it to anybody.
Yeah.
What were you going to do if you hadn't turned the ball over?
No, I agree. I watched that game, and it's a tie game. And I'm thinking, if somebody's just watching, you're like, what? What is Draymond Green doing? Why is he dribbling the ball down the court?
Yeah.
Bro, you got Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant. Like, what are you doing?
But you know what the other thing is? And I like Steve Kerr. And I think Steve Kerr's a good basketball coach.
Yeah.
But I think Steve Kerr I think a lot of people. I like him as a person. I like him, what he's been able to do with the Warriors. A lot of people suck his dick because he's won, championships with the best fucking team. Call a fucking timeout, dude. Like, why is Draymond Green dribbling the ball up the court like a maniac? How does that not set you off? Like, okay, let's just calm this down right now.
So they got in a fight basically right there.
Yeah.
Do you know what was said?
I mean, what I've heard is that Draymond called Kevin Durant a bitch, right?
Well,
do we have like NBA lip reading?
Yeah, I think we do. This is saying it couldn't be recounted. Hold on. I thought I pulled.
I mean, it's been pretty widely reported that, him saying KD was a bitch is, the important fact of the story.
Well, look, regardless, teams go through this shit. I will say that.
But they suspend Draymond for a game.
Yeah.
They have a press conference where they ask KD if he's sorted out. He says no. Like, this is next level shit. Now, it is I made a perfect storm reference before, but this is a perfect storm of lunatic, asshole meets
soft guy,
super fucking sensitive pussy face, who has probably spent every minute that he wasn't at a basketball court Instagramming and tweeting as a fake accounts that Draymond's actually the bitch, and if it weren't for him wanting to grab other dudes' dicks, they'd have 4 fucking titles and blah blah blah. Like, I mean, it is a super perfect storm of lunatic and soft ass bitch.
Yeah. Well, even before all this happened, everybody was already saying KD is done with the Warriors. Here's my take on it. KD, this was all basically planned out. Like, not this fight. I'm saying his career, because we all know KD's obsessed with social media, right? He's obsessed with Twitter. I think going into the whole Warriors thing, his whole thing was, everybody on Twitter, all they care about is fucking championships. Like, he sees that.
Yeah.
He sees all the dumbass Kobe Bryant, Dick Riders, all the Jordan slurpers. He sees all those people coming to LeBron all the time. Your record in the finals versus Kobe's, blah, blah, blah. Durant is thinking long-term here. I think he was thinking, hey, I get my 3 chips.
Why is 3? Why is 3 the number? Look at LeBron. LeBron's got 3.
Because I think he thinks he gets his 3 and then gets out. Because in Durant's head, in 10, 20 years, people are going to forget that I joined the best team ever who just came off 73 wins.
Right.
And who knows?
Well, he's probably right, though.
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of people, have forgotten that Michael Jordan didn't win a single fucking playoff series until Scottie Pippen showed up. A lot of people have forgotten that Kobe Bryant missed the playoffs and fucking lost in the first round when Shaq left and before Gasol returned. A lot of people fucking forget, that Robert Ory's got fucking 7 rings. Like,
yeah.
A lot of people forget a lot of shit, and he's probably right.
And that's what I think his mentality was.
But the thing is why 3, though? LeBron, arguably the best player ever, disrespected daily, has 3.
And then I saw something else today about KD trying to join LeBron. I mean, obviously, these stupid reports are going to happen nonstop.
Right.
And then also them trying to lure Anthony Davis for a new big 3.
Great. Good. I mean, I don't think, first of all, that will happen.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to find. Kevin Durant is a very specific he's the second best basketball player on planet Earth when he decides to join a 73-win team. LeBron James, again, never fucking, he joined mediocre teams at best. Now, he teamed up with guys, but, there was never a who is the biggest star on this team question.
Yeah.
Ever. That is a question with this Warriors team, which I think haunts him. And who knows? Like, I'm not sure you're going to find an Anthony Davis that's going to be like, yeah, I want to be the third guy on that team. You know what I mean? Like, Anthony Davis in 2 years, right now, whenever, might be better than one or both of them.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like say, oh, you're going to join a team and be the third banana to two of these guys who have. It's like that only happened because Kevin Durant is so fucking soft. So I can't imagine that they'll ever be able to do that again. And Kevin Durant already looks like it's wearing him down. He's on the internet fucking arguing that he's not a snake and that he's not a bitch. And now he's fighting with teammates. I think the idea, and I don't know if it's the Knicks or if it's the Wizards where he's from. I mean, he was wearing a Redskins hat last night. I think Kevin Durant's move is going to be a lot like he learned a lesson similar to the way LeBron James learned a lesson. LeBron James learned that everybody hated the decision. And it seems like 10 years later or whatever, we're coming on 10 years later, that people still hate him from the decision. They do. That's it. Otherwise, what do you hate him for? So I think Kevin Durant, the same way LeBron was like, the only way I can make this right is to go back to Cleveland. Kevin Durant's only move is going to be to either go to a shitty team and revive the franchise, Knicks, Wizards, whatever. Hope that they fucking start a Seattle franchise and he goes and he brings fucking basketball back to Seattle. I don't know, but I think his thing is that now he's going to go somewhere and bring, the legitimacy to some franchise that hasn't had it for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be his move. Either that or he's just going to stay there and stockpile rings because why 3? Why not 4? Why not 5? Kobe never got 4 in a row. Jordan never got 4 in a row.
Who's the last team to win 4 in a row?
I have no fucking idea.
Was it like those Celtics teams back in the 50s,
yeah,
60s?
I imagine.
With Bill Russell?
Yeah, I would think that it has to be. I mean, they won 11 in 13 years, so there's 4 in a row there somewhere.
Yeah.
But he's not the GOAT because ring chasing, like the ring counters are lost. I mean,
did you see one of the dirtballs fall for sports talk guy? What is it, Barry McCockner?
Yeah, sports talk Joey.
And I tweeted at him, and he wrote back, "Sorry guys, like you're fooling our fans. They're sliding into our DMs."
What did he fall for? He or she?
He wrote a tweet. Let me pull it up. Ironically, a lot of people think that's you.
Yeah, which is funny because the guy trashes Eli Manning all the time.
He wrote, let me see. What did he write? God damn it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, he wrote Sports Talk Joey wrote, sources tell ESPN that Kevin Durant was too scared to go in the locker room while Green was there. He waited in his car until Green left. Very tough scene. Which could be plausible, by the way.
Yeah.
That dude started a podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Is he ever going to reveal himself?
Probably not.
But he keeps getting suspended on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't follow it. I just see people retweet it.
He already has backup accounts now.
Yeah.
Well, we got to talk about the Clippers, our other hometown team here. They're playing well, Prano. We like to shit on Doc Rivers.
I mean, they're 8-5.
They've beaten the Bucks and the Warriors back to back.
Yeah.
How are they 8-5 is the question.
Well, I think that they're 8-5 because, like, here's the thing. 3 years ago, if they're 8-5 with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, everybody's like, well, they're not fucking, they're okay, but they're not. It's like they're good now because they don't have some superstar that's causing all kinds of fucking mayhem. They have basically, it's just like a role player bonanza. I think their top 3 scorers are Tobias Harris,
Lou Williams,
and Gallinari.
Yeah, Gallinari. I looked today. They have, I believe, I looked earlier. I think they have 4 guys who average double figures.
Yeah.
So it's a total team.
I mean, Pat Beverly, obviously a defensive guy, but like,
yeah,
they're 8-5.
Gortat. Like, they got all these pieces.
Bobin,
Yeah.
They're 8-5 for the same reason that they're like not a threat to anybody in the playoffs.
Sure.
Because everybody's contributing, but they don't have a go-to. I mean, Lou Williams is a great scorer. He's not even leading their team in scoring. But he has the ability to like get his on any given night. But like,
who has a better record at the end of the year? Lakers or Clippers?
Probably the Lakers, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the Lakers at? Aren't the Lakers at 7-6 right now? Or?
Yeah.
So if they win tonight, they're 8-6.
Yeah.
I mean, the Clippers lose. Like, I just don't. I don't see the Clippers having long-term success with that kind of, because now you're just like one guy gets hurt. Like, you're a Gallinari TMS incident away from fucking. Oh, your third leading scorer goes down. And
sure.
Laying on the floor for the rest of the season.
And not to mention, like you always say, come playoff time, you start matching up the best player on the court versus the second best player on the court. And those are all basically, like you said, role player guys who have contributed on other teams, but as one whole, how good are they going to be?
Right. Then just over the course of the season, everything kind of averages out with, just your star player.
I think now's the perfect time to make a bet with Sam Tripoli.
Oh, get in on it. Yeah, absolutely.
He wanted +8 with me. I said, get out of here to start the year.
What, +8 Clippers Lakers?
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's a massive. No way. I would not take
just
that.
Make some absurd bet with him now, head to head. Just like, hey, straight up here on out. Like, let's go. He's probably jizzing in his pants over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think he still has to shove a hot dog up his ass. So
right. Sam is amazing. Like, it's amazing how lost that dude is with some of his like he was on the Dave Roberts' fucking doesn't know what he's doing train. I've said it a million times. Dave Roberts is the Doc Rivers of baseball. Like, he couldn't be more like that's the perfect comparison. And meanwhile, he's like still a Doc slurper somehow. Anybody that thinks Doc's competent at this point, like at what, like, in what form? Like, suddenly, like, this is how competent Doc is. This is precisely how competent Doc Rivers is. When he gets a team to 8-5, 13 games in the season, their lead stories on podcasts. We got to talk about the Clippers. They're 3 games over 500.
Yeah, it's a good point.
How's Doc doing it?
It's a good point. Like, they're always.
I don't know. He played a couple teams on back-to-backs.
Well, I was actually on our favorite ticket app, SeatGeek. I'm going to pull it up right now. Clippers tickets are so cheap. Let's see what we got here. Clippers. How cheap do you think Clippers tickets are?
I bet you could get, like decent seats or just like the lowest in the building?
The lowest in the building. Tomorrow night, I'm on SeatGeek
$21.
Right, tickets for tomorrow's Spurs at Clippers are starting at $10.
Wow.
$10, guys. I love this because I got my SeatGeek app right here, and you know what I can do? I can see exactly where I'm sitting in the Staples Center. $10. It's amazing.
I just used SeatGeek on Monday to go to the Giants Monday Night Football win over the Niners.
It's great because if you haven't listened to our show before and you're new, or if you have listened and you haven't used the code, you guys get $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. So if you buy 2 tickets and you go to November 15th Clippers-Spurs game out here in LA,
you make money?
You break even.
Yeah.
You break even, guys. So just download
free.
Just download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code DIRTY today. That's promo code DIRTY for $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. SeatGeek, life's an event. We have the tickets.
Can we also talk? I mean, if we're going to talk LA basketball, we got to talk that the Lakers have won. Have the Lakers won 3 straight, or did they lose their last game?
They've won 3 in a row.
Ever since Tyson Chandler.
Yeah.
And now they're up in this game. Lonzo Ball just hit a 3. Tyson Chandler, fucking difference maker.
They showed the stat before the game started. I believe the Lakers are giving up
12 less points a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some nonsensical shit like that.
I think it was either 10 or 13 less points a game.
Which is, so here's
he made that block at the end of the Hawks game.
We'll talk about this. Is going to transition nicely into our next NBA story. But That is not Tyson Chandler blocking 6 more shots a game or stopping 6 more drives defensively. All it is a fucking attitude change.
Yeah.
All it is a guy who gives a shit being on the court, a guy who gives a shit even defensively, being like, do this, like being an inspiration, being a fucking difference maker in practice, teaching young guys things. What is that the complete opposite of? Carmelo Anthony, garbage human, like he is a hefty bag. He is a black hefty bag with a fucking, cinch tie headband. He's full of trash. And I've heard people saying like Carmelo Anthony's getting dragged through the mud. Like he was a great player. How dare Tracy McGrady say he should retire? Well, because he was not a great player.
Well, his little butt buddies, D Wade and LeBron, they're out here on Twitter defending him.
Yeah, and guess what? The Lakers aren't going to sign him, and the Heat aren't going to sign him. LeBron can get anybody he wants to fucking come on the Lakers. Dwayne Wade could get any fucking veteran minimum guy who gets released to come on the Heat. That both of those players have that kind of voice in their organization, and he's not going to show up there. Why? Because they can defend their boy all they want, because who knows what fucking production company deals they all have going on, or the fucking travel agent they work with for banana boat trips in the winter has to keep them all fucking hanging together. But he ain't good, and what did he do? He fucking ruined the team that had the best record in all of basketball last year. Oh, and he's a scapegoat. He's not a scapegoat. He brings a terrible attitude. He's a bad person. He's a bad teammate. And he's ruined the fucking Rockets, and he should retire. He should fucking retire because he's garbage. And here's the thing. He's pretty much always been garbage. I don't want to hear about this fucking team he was on that almost made a fucking what? Like almost made a series in the Western Conference Finals once. Oh, the Knicks team he turned around that then got shit on by the Indiana Pacers, that he was this fucking points per game scorer. He is the NBA changed, and every single team that's successful now says the only way to not play basketball anymore, if you want to win, is the only way that Carmelo Anthony plays basketball. He is a poster child for how not to NBA. That's what he is. Do not play how this guy plays. So how good was he? Oh, he scored a bunch of points? How good was he when the entire league is now going, the only way not to play is the way this guy plays? If you're going to play that way, you're going to lose.
Yeah. I mean, you make all good points, and they're true. Guys, what is his legacy at this point? This whole argument like he was so good. I got to read Dwayne Wade's tweet from 3 days ago. D. Wade tweets, trying to make my guy Carmelo the fall guy, huh? Man, you all need to stop. That's the easy way out instead of addressing what the real problem. Well, what is the real problem, Dwayne? Because like Joe said, they go from the best record in the NBA to they suck.
Let me
OKC suddenly gets worse with the addition of him, and they also added Paul George. It's like
let me ask you a question. Why, if you had to give me one reason that in the last 2 seasons before this, the Rockets and James Harden were so much a different team than they were prior to those 2 years, both the player and the team. Why? What was the reason?
Wait, can you repeat it? Sorry, I was looking at something.
In the last 2 seasons, James Harden went from basically the MVP, from whatever their 8th seed to, runner up to the MVP, then the MVP, best record in basketball. They lose a game 7 because Chris Paul got hurt. What was the turning point there? What changed prior to that happening?
With them losing or to now?
Before they got good. What is the sole, if you had to boil it down to one reason that they suddenly got fucking good and he suddenly became an MVP?
Well, your boy.
My boy Mike D'Antoni, who Carmelo Anthony ran out of fucking New York, forced him to resign? The fall guy? Yeah, he was the fall guy in New York. Yeah. Mike D'Antoni hates Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony plays the worst kind of basketball for Mike D'Antoni. Why is he the fall guy? Because the only reason the Rockets are good is because Carmelo Anthony ran Mike D'Antoni out of New York. So now we're surprised that fucking Carmelo Anthony doesn't work on the Rockets and that their team is completely different and that the attitude in the locker room has shifted and that, yeah, he is a fall guy because he fucking stinks and Mike D'Antoni hates him and Mike D'Antoni made this team the fucking best team in basketball last year. So what the fuck are we talking about? This isn't, I don't have to bring out a fucking magnifying glass and go fucking Inspector Gadget to figure out what the fuck happened. Carmelo Anthony is the devil. And Mike D'Antoni is our Lord and Savior. I mean, what are we talking about? This, like, we already did this. Linsanity, Amare being a fucking MVP candidate, a full rebuild, a full turnaround of the New York Knicks. And then what? Carmelo Anthony comes, and suddenly we're talking about how fucking they disappointing second round loss to the Pacers and resigning, and now how. Then he's re-signing for money, and then they're a dumpster fire. And then they lose most games in franchise history. Oh, you wanted to make the Carmelo the fall guy in New York too? Yeah, I do. I want to make him the fall guy in New York. We had the guy who's turned around another team, come in and start turning us around. And then what happened? Carmelo Anthony got there. George Karl hates Carmelo Anthony. Mike D'Antoni hates Carmelo Anthony. How many Hall of Fame coaches do you hate Carmelo Anthony?
All of them.
Carmelo Anthony is a fucking asshole.
Well,
and again, it's the exact same thing I said about Tyson Chandler. Whether or not he has the talent, the ability, the physical capabilities to do what some of these guys do is neither here nor there. He doesn't do it. He has a shit attitude. He's selfish. He's a fucking garbage locker room guy. He's a coach killer. He's a fucking chemistry killer. He's the devil. Carmelo Anthony is the devil. That's it. That's our title, and it's a fact. And how are the Rockets doing since he got sick and then got cut?
But he's still on the roster.
Yeah, and he's not fucking playing, and they're winning.
But that's what I was going to say. Where we see it play out is when they do officially cut him. He's no longer on the team. If they start winning again.
Daryl Morey, by the way, follows me on Twitter. And I DM'd him a couple of years ago. I was like, dude, come on the Dirty Sports Podcast. We got to talk. He's like, I'm so busy, blah, blah, blah. He follows me. I don't know how he follows me. I don't know if he follows me from Coach D'Antoni or what. But here's the position I want in the NBA. I just want an office that's next to Daryl Morey's office where I can hear his phone calls. And I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to fucking put fantasy football on. I'm going to fucking hang out. And then every time this fucking otherwise analytics genius thinks I should have a horrible shithead join our team, I go in there and I kick the phone out of his fucking hands. Has there ever been a guy who has more just like preposterous failures? Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony? What were you fucking thinking? What were you thinking?
He's been great in the Olympics and at Syracuse. That's it.
Yeah.
Boeheim. And let's not forget, I got to look at pop over and check out the YouTube comment section.
Olympic Melo. That's one of my favorite ones ever.
Shout out to our boy Benangi. We can't forget, Melo also wears gloves on the treadmill, which I saw firsthand.
Yeah.
Cut off like weightlifting Rocky gloves.
I mean, it's just like he's not old. This isn't a physical situation. This is a mental.
What is he, 33?
Yeah.
34?
LeBron, the guys from fucking his class, they're all doing like he's not washed. I hate the whole washed thing. Dirk Nowitzki's still doing his fucking 40. He's not washed. He just is a shithead. He's just a shithead. It's obvious. And here's the thing.
He's 34.
Here's the thing, because there are still Melo defenders out there.
Well, of course.
And I was dealing with Melo defenders last year. The Rue Jews and the Stay Mellows with a 7 out there. All you guys, you should actually legit kill yourself. and here's the thing. If you don't kill yourself, definitely stop watching basketball because you don't know what you're watching.
Frano never forgets.
No one who's ever been on a basketball court and understands chemistry between teammates thinks that Carmelo Anthony is somebody that you want on your team.
Well,
he's not.
Well, at the end of the day, all you have to say is this. Who has he made better? If you look at these guys, if you look at team basketball, like the Warriors, like the Spurs, like LeBron, these teams that play team basketball, they make each other better. Who is Carmelo making better on the Knicks? On the Nuggets, on the Rockets, on the Thunder.
I know everybody wants to go back. Like, look.
By the way, the scoring thing is just like
empty points.
It doesn't mean anything. Did you see the numbers? Oh, no, this was actually me. I was watching NBA TV the other day. They had Carmelo's numbers when he's on the court versus when he's off. Like the team's minus 10. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Basically, like they're 10 points less.
Because also
when he's on the court.
Guess what? He's also a worthless defender. He's never made an effort to defend ever. Not at one. Look, you can criticize LeBron James for being lackadaisical on defense. That is strategic. He's absolutely positively saving energy because they're not good defensively, and the Cavs were not good defensively. And what am I going to do? Bust my ass all game defensively, and we're still not going to defend anybody? And then suddenly I'm going to also have energy in the fourth quarter to play 45 minutes and fucking be the only offensive player on the court? That is a strategy. When LeBron James was 27, he was a fucking great defensive player. To chase down blocks, basically guarding the best player on the other team, regardless of what position he plays. Carmelo Anthony has been a worthless defender since day one in the NBA. Day one in the NBA. Worthless defender. You know how easy it is to be 27 years old and playing on one side of the ball? That's it? You just take off one whole half of the fucking game? Steve Nash. We're talking about Mike D'Antoni. Steve Nash was always criticized. Steve Nash can't guard anybody. Steve Nash physically can't guard anybody. He was me in the NBA. He's 6'4", Canadian white dude. He tried. He tried to defend people. He just couldn't. Now, that is completely different if you're making an effort versus a guy who's just not making an effort whatsoever. That's Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler's effort and attitude have changed the fucking Lakers just by showing up and playing 14 minutes a game. Carmelo Anthony's attitude has ruined 4 franchises. 4. The only franchise he didn't ruin was the Nuggets because they got a whole bunch of fucking players in the Carmelo Anthony trade when he was going to be a free agent at the end of the season anyway because he needed to get a max deal instead of becoming a free agent that summer because he's a worthless, selfish shithead, horrible defender, empty scorer. As a Knicks fan, you look at the box score. I gave up watching because I was like, great. Oh, Carmelo Anthony's going off tonight. We're going to lose. Had 40, lost by 14. That was the MO of Carmelo Anthony's Knicks career.
Well, you said it all, Joe. I don't think there's anything else to say.
Carmelo Anthony is the devil.
About Melo. We're going to title it Carmelo Anthony is the devil. Let's move.
And can I just say one more thing?
Go
because
for it.
I know that these people are out there. Please, if you're a Melo defender, slide into my DMs. Fucking message me. I need to hear from you. I need to know that this lunacy still exists because this is a crazy world. It's a crazy world. And something about the fact that you guys are still out there it makes me feel okay that where my life is going. That you think Carmelo Anthony has ever been a worthwhile NBA player. I'd love to hear from you. Ruju, if you haven't already hung yourself, you fucking Google how to tie a noose. At Ruju. I got to give credit to the Melo defense. They've all gone private.
We're gonna get kicked off YouTube for this episode. Okay, before we move on to some baseball talk, I do want to ask you your thoughts on the Jimmy Butler trade.
Look, the process is over, right? We're done trusting the process.
Well, I'm gonna say let me say my thought real quick. To me, it doesn't really matter. Like,
for who?
Just the overall.
I mean,
it's the Warriors league. I'll just say this much, because right now, sure, they got better, right?
And Minnesota got rid of a guy who didn't want to be there.
And Minnesota won tonight.
And was cucking all of their players.
Yeah.
And so theoretically, it's a win on both sides. I think a lot of people are losing focus because the nonsensical and probably completely fabricated rumors that Houston was going to give up when Houston was going to give up 4 rounders for Jimmy Butler, I was like, well, this is a bronze medal dumb idea behind only signing Carmelo Anthony and signing Dwight Howard. But Daryl Morey's made those ludicrous moves, so maybe he's offering 4 first rounders. But in the end, I don't think that was realistic, because what are there people out there who actually believe the Timberwolves are like, we're not sending him to someplace in the West? We'd rather take fucking Covington and Sarge and send him to the East than 4 first rounders? No one thinks that. That was obviously not a real deal.
Well, I'll ask this.
And there wasn't 3 first rounders offered, and it doesn't sound like there was 2 first rounders
offered. Does Philly make the Eastern Conference Finals?
I mean, it's certainly not a sure thing. Maybe.
Sure.
But Toronto, Boston, Milwaukee. Yeah. I guess it all depends on their draw. I mean, could I see them beating Toronto? I know everybody, it might be my favorite thing ever. Look, Kawhi is a totally different player than DeMar DeRozan, but you would think that Toronto Raptors fans would have learned a fucking lesson, right? Maybe wait until the second half to start fucking chirping about how great. Didn't we do this how many years in a row have we done this? Where the Toronto Raptors fans lose their goddamn mind too early. Relax, guys. You were the 1 seed last year. How'd that go? Yes, Kawhi's way better than DeMar DeRozan, but calm the fuck down. I mean, I would say it's 50-50 that the Sixers are in the.
Did you watch Jimmy Butler's press conference at all? You probably didn't.
No.
He claims he drives a minivan.
Well, he's a lunatic, so I'm not surprised.
Does he really drive?
How about
was he trolling? Does he drive a minivan?
Jimmy Butler gifts? If you put Jimmy Butler in the gift, they're all fucking super weird.
Oh, weird as shit, bro.
He's fucking. I can't believe Joaquin Phoenix is gonna play the Joker before Jimmy Butler. There's gifts of him just fucking dead eye, fucking creep stares.
Jimmy Butler, you know what he is? You know what he looks like, especially now with his hair? Jimmy Butler looks like Jamie Foxx 1995 on acid.
Yeah.
If Jamie Foxx was taking some drugs and was maybe getting into character for In Living Color, do you see a resemblance?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Booty Call, Jamie Foxx.
That was a great movie. Buns. That was his character, Buns.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah. If those guys were side by side from Booty Call, which was probably around the mid to late 90s, it'd be like a doppelganger.
Yeah. I think it makes both teams better. I mean, it doesn't make the Timberwolves better if they were getting real Jimmy Butler, but it's a good deal for both teams, I guess. I think you should have been able to get more for Jimmy Butler, but look, they didn't turn down a better deal. I refuse to believe that.
Did you see this thing that Derrick Rose is always at every awful leg injury?
I mean, talk about is the devil. Maybe is he actually Al Pacino, devil from Devil's Advocate?
Bro.
But add in all the ones that he's been a part of.
Yeah.
Like at like
So Levert gets injured, and then awful. Did you watch it?
no.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Is he done? Like
He said he might actually be back. I don't know how. His leg was going every which way.
Right.
And then somebody took a screenshot. Rose was there during Paul George's injury.
Which was like that was on the national team, right?
Yeah,
like
the USA basketball team.
Right.
Gordon Hayward's.
Yep. Because he was a Cav.
And now Levert.
Yep. And then again, all of his own. Like his 14 knee injuries.
It's like the Grim Reaper of leg injuries.
Yeah. I feel like what it is that he's so cursed personally that when whatever deal he made with Carmelo Anthony, the devil, to like be an NBA MVP, it was like, all right, but then I get to take 14 of your ACLs, and he's like, what? Like, I only have 2. I'm gonna fucking sign this deal. You know what I mean? And then the devil just shows up and is like, you still only got 2 ACLs? I'm gonna have to take fucking this dude's ACL. All right, well.
But these are like awful broken leg injuries, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Levert, Gordon Hayward. But I know the analogy you're using, but these ones, you can watch a guy tear his ACL is completely different than watching these broken legs and these broken ankles, these out of place things, man.
But I wonder too, I wonder if you cross-referenced like a bunch of like gross leg injuries. Like, I wonder how many other guys like just happen to be there. You know what I mean? Like, you think Jimmer Fredette's like randomly been in the building for like 3 gruesome NBA leg injuries?
Jimmer Fredette. Is he still playing in China?
I think so. Yeah.
I thought he was trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, I don't think he's making a comeback because I think they're gonna add Carmelo Anthony to that team. That team's gonna fucking dominate, bring 5 straight championships to Shanghai. Hope you like dumplings and isolation basketball. Carmelo Anthony's coming to town.
I'll tell you what, man. I could go for a dumpling right now.
You got to come tomorrow night, dude. Tomorrow night's gonna be dumpling bonanza.
What time?
I don't know, like 8. Go over to Mandrake.
What part?
La Cienega in Venice.
What part of town is that?
I don't know. La Cienega in Venice.
I don't know, but like I never know what part of LA.
I think it might be like Culver still.
Or is that Beverlywood?
No, it's just past Helm's Bakery.
We should hit up Guy.
Yeah, let's do it
if he can make it.
For sure. I'll definitely hit him up.
Yeah. I hate these jerseys, by the way. Completely off topic.
Yeah.
They're like some specialty jerseys. I don't know what's going on with the Lakers jerseys. All right, Prano. I think we summed up the NBA talk. Time to get you in a better mood. Jacob deGrom.
deGrominator. The GOAT.
The writers got it right. At least 29 out of 30 did.
Yeah, that one guy. Poor fuck. I don't even care. Everybody's like, oh, you're going to go off on that guy? Like, no, dude clearly didn't watch Major League Baseball this year. I'm not sure how he got a vote, but good for him. But people are already like, I saw people putting out his email address and shit like that. Like, let this poor shithead who lives in San Diego.
What do they call that? Doxing now?
Yeah. I mean, he is like, it's the classic San Diego guy. Like, when deep sea fishing and surfing and ate a lot of tacos this year, didn't watch a whole lot of Major League Baseball. Yeah, great. I mean, I don't know. I imagine that there's been somebody in history that's gone full sweep, right? The Pedros and the whatever, but 29 out of 30 first place votes. I got to say, I was nervous the whole year. I was nervous up till today.
Because they didn't win any games. He only won 10 games.
But I'm not even worried about that. Like,
writers are idiots.
Everybody's an idiot. You go to at MLB Twitter right now. This is just like a total theory. Go to at MLB Twitter. Open up the tweet that congratulates Jacob deGrom and see how many tweets down you have to go before somebody mentions Nola or Scherzer. I'm going to say less than a dozen.
Let me find the first one that announces it.
Yeah. Fuck, go to anyone that announces it. I guarantee you, within 12 fucking tweets, somebody says Scherzer. and fucking is talking about like whip or some nonsense.
Why don't I just go to this one?
Great.
I'm not going to go all the way down because I don't know where they they've tweeted a lot. I'll go to this tweet that says,
In the meantime, there's a hooker sitting in the third row of the Lakers
we got to
game.
get us this is a Lakers game. Oh, here we are. So this tweet says, from start to finish, Jacob deGrom was nothing short of magnificent. Cy Young. That was at 7:02 tonight.
Yeah.
So it was a few hours after announced. We are 1, 2, 3, 4 tweets in. Somebody writes 9 and 10. Enough said. Even though that's technically wrong. He was 10 and 9.
Right.
So 4 tweets down. We have hate. 6-1.
Yeah. So my point is,
Yeah.
29 out of 30 is actually far more of a majority than I thought, considering how many
4 tweets later.
Many dumb
should
people.
not have won. Only 10 wins on year.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that doesn't think it is a hater or an idiot. He was the best. He deserves it. He's been the bulldog for the Mets for fucking years. He was the best. You know, in the World Series year, he was the best. He's the guy, and he was the most dominant pitcher in all of baseball this year, National League and American League. It should have been 30 for 30, but 29 for 30, better than I thought he was going to do. I was
hold on a second. Let me hop in. This is the tweet from Major League Baseball announcing it today.
Yeah.
The first tweet
in response.
As an unbiased Nats fan, I don't know if they're trolling or being moron. Scherzer was robbed. Yeah, no, he's trolling.
So, congratulations to Jacob deGrom. I hope he's a Met for a long, long time. And look, you watch him pitch. He's not young. You know, I think he's 30. But you watch the way he pitched this year. You gotta think he's got a few more ridiculous seasons left in him, and I hope that they happen in Queens. And congratulations to deGrom.
What about Blake Snell? The first question I'm going to ask: is he related to the Snells from Ozark?
Is that their team name? Is that their family name? Who are the Snells?
You got to watch Ozark, man. The Snells, the evil family that fucking
the chick
that grows heroin. The older couple.
Oh, right. Yeah. I've watched a few episodes.
You haven't watched enough. You didn't get it, Joe.
Does the curly-haired blonde chick, does she get naked ever in the show?
She is not.
She's like the lead, like cute chick. She isn't.
You're curious to see her naked?
Yeah, because I saw her in something else. I forget what else I saw her in.
She looks really young.
She's not like a teenager.
I know, but she looks so young.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our hot take on Blake Snell.
Well, that was your question.
Is he related to the people on the Ozarks?
I mean, more. What was the voting on that one look like? There was more of an argument for other people, for sure. I mean, Verlander, Sale, but I'm fine with Snell getting it too.
Let's see here. His was okay. He got. Damn, he had a good fucking year too, bro.
Yeah.
Where is the voting?
It's fine.
He got 17 first place votes. Justin Verlander got 13. It was pretty close.
Yeah.
But so it was 169, 154.
Right.
But Verlander gets the win because he bangs Kate Upton. So
right.
He ultimately is the winner. Do you want to talk about manager of the year? I didn't understand this.
Sure. I actually didn't see who got it. Can I guess?
It was very controversial when it was leaked.
Oakland.
Yesterday. Bob Melvin. But he deserved it.
Yeah.
They had the lowest payroll in baseball.
Yeah. And, Roberts didn't get it. That would be ludicrous. The Braves manager?
Yeah. Everyone's like, how is Counsell not getting this?
Well, Braves were there, like they're there ahead of when they should be. Now they didn't fucking.
Well, that's what everybody's saying.
They didn't win a playoff series, but I mean, you could also argue Council could have gotten it because they did go that far, but then they only made it one round further. They lost, sure, but it's a regular season award. So, I guess.
How many people had the Brewers winning that division?
I think some people.
With the Cardinals and the Cubs?
People. I mean, Laz called it on our show. So, at least some folks here at the Dirty Sports had it.
Oh,
I'm not saying we're better than baseball tonight, but if Buster Olney didn't call that shit, then fuck that dude.
Tim Kirchin didn't call it.
No. But, I mean, you know, Milwaukee, I don't think it was near, like, it wasn't that much a surprise in the NL East either, really, because I think the Braves have a ton of young talent, but they just got there faster. Now let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, I want to get to some very important baseball news, dirty sports related.
Okay.
We learned this last night. Our dirtball, Nick Yardley, is now the ticket operations manager for the AA affiliate for the Padres, the Amarillo Sod Poodles.
And what is a sod poodle?
It's like a prairie dog.
Okay.
This was big news, though.
Why was it big news?
Because when they decided to name their team the Sod Poodles, it's a newer team. It was everybody was talking about it in the sports world.
Why they were talking about the name Sod Poodle?
It's just such a
I like it.
Of what you just asked. Nobody knows. They go, "What the hell's a Sod Poodle?" So dirtball Nick Yardley, shout out to Nick, down in Amarillo, Texas. They're the AA affiliate for the Padres, is the ticket operations manager. And I'll tell you what, Joe Prano, I decided last night when Nick slid into our DMs, he said he's going to get us some Sod Poodle gear, which I love. Much respect and shout out to Nick for that. We have to get ourselves down to Amarillo, Texas for a Sod Poodle game.
Absolutely. I was going to say we should throw out a first pitch again, but
yes.
But instead, I mean,
yes.
I mean, how in the organization can I just start in right field one game? Like, can I just? I mean, they're AA. Tim Tebow is going to be on the fucking Mets opening day roster. If you know, if Will Ferrell got to play in 12 spring training games in one day, can I just get one AB for the Sod Poodles?
I've driven through. You know where Amarillo is?
I don't know specifically, but I think I've also driven through.
It's off 40. It's the top, the top part of Texas.
Yeah.
So when you're going through Oklahoma, then you just hit Texas for not that long. So it's the top part, kind of middle of nowhere. It is middle of nowhere. We need to do some comedy shows. Toss out a pitch. Like you said, maybe you can play outfield. Maybe I can pinch hit.
Yeah.
Maybe I can
get that bunt down.
Maybe I can be the ball boy. Let me be the ball boy. Let me be the Sod Poodle.
Special helmet on. Yeah.
Bro, give me that special helmet. I want a Sod Poodle.
126, 117. Lakers win.
4 in a row. Yeah. Exciting news though. I love, dude. I'm telling you, I don't want to say the dirty sports bump is real, but it's fucking real.
This could be the beginning of everything for the Padres.
We just talked about getting it. You and I just talked when we went to the Notre Dame Navy game about getting involved with the minor league team.
Yeah.
We talked about it 3 weeks ago, not even. And then suddenly a dirtball gets this job. I'm just saying, we put it out there in the universe. You know how you talk about the Grim Reaper of knee injuries and leg injuries with, what's his name? Derrick Rose. That's like us, dude. We put it out there.
This could be the beginning of everything for the Padres, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they bring back the Brown. It all builds from the Sod Poodles.
I'm serious about going down there.
Let's go.
Amarillo, Texas. Here we come. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, I do have to say.
LeBron James, by the way, 44, 10, and 9. Is that good?
It's a pretty good night.
Yeah.
Joe.
By the way, there's somebody on the internet going, would have had 4 to 7 if you didn't miss his free throws. Worst free throw shooting goat, not my goat. And that person, I'm going to slit their Achilles one day. I'll find their address, and I will slice their Achilles. Oh, here we go. This is a good list, Andy. Come on. Most career points. He's going to pass Michael Jordan this year or next year?
Next year.
I mean,
LeBron.
He's 800 back, dude.
He passed Wilt Chamberlain tonight as the 5th all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
Man, 25 points a game, right?
Well, they've played what? They've played 14 games. So they have 66 more. Let's do some math. And I'm pulling up the calculator because I can't do that in my head. Let's just say 66 times 25 equals, no, you are correct, 1650. So he will surpass Michael Jordan this year.
I can't wait for that day of Twitter. I should start writing tweets for that right now.
People are so... No, here's the deal. This is what I've learned through sports and through politics and tweets, all those things together. People have always been dumb. This country has always been full of fucking morons. But now we suddenly get to see those internal thoughts.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like, my thing is, like, I just wish more people were open to changing their ideas. People just get so locked in.
Wait, is this coming from you?
Yeah.
You think you're open to changing ideas?
Yeah, I am. But also, I'm more often right than most people. You know, I'm more highly intelligent.
You gotta listen to the Dent Report. One of the questions I got.
Okay.
Somebody asked, "Are you more right than it appears on Dirty Sports when you and Joe argue, simply because Joe refuses to back down and is a better arguer than you?" And I thought that was a good question. And I said that, I've said this before on this show, how you would be a brilliant lawyer because you always present.
Well, you're right about that.
You always present your case well, and it's smart. And I said you would have been a great debater if you ever did like a mock trial team or whatever. But I said that's an interesting question. And I said also, yeah, at times it's like I don't have the patience to just go back and forth with you.
Right. But I mean, we're talking about LeBron James. Like, that's just a great example. I mean, how long ago was it where, you were angrily Team Jordan, and then look at what's happened.
Well,
he's laid out, his legacy has continued, and you've watched him. All I said was, I already know. I was already right before, and it turns out I was proven right. Was he the better basketball player then? Yes. Has he proven it with all the other achievements and accomplishments that he's had in that time? Yeah, he has. Many people. Here's credit to you. You took all that information that came out, and then you realized that you had been wrong originally. A lot of people.
Or I just changed my opinion. It's not a matter of right and wrong.
Well, I think You
know what it was for me, by the way?
I think what a lot of people don't realize is, like, they set their opinion. It doesn't matter what he did. But to me, it didn't matter what he had achieved at the time. I'm just basing on his actual skill as a basketball player.
What changed for me, when it really started to change, was basically 4 seasons ago. The 2015 finals. When he took guys like Matthew Dellavedova and who's give me another.
Timothy Mozgov.
Yes, I was gonna say, who's Shrek's name?
J.R. Smith.
When he took those
guys, Shumpert.
When those guys beat the Warriors 2 games in the finals, and his numbers.
When he led the entire finals in every category.
Yeah, points, rebounds, assists, blocks.
Yeah,
you just have to say, come on, like, this isn't even a discussion here.
Right, I agree.
And you're right. People don't want to change. You know what'll help people change? First of all, this is a shout out to everybody who dresses like a slob. If you want to change, look how good Joe and I look tonight in our flag and anthem gear.
I mean,
I am the prime example.
Yeah, it started there with you too. Like, I feel like your whole life's turn around. You now know LeBron James is the best basketball player ever. You're dressing well.
Look at me, head to toe. I got the shoes on, the black jeans. I got my Henley.
I just, you talking about his shoes.
Oh yeah.
I just got some fucking shoes.
Show everybody on YouTube.
Look at this.
Show everybody on YouTube these amazing shoes.
All right, I've currently got some new Air Max on, but I'm looking forward to getting some of these brown casuals on.
Yeah, those are gonna look fresh.
Those are some dancing shoes right there.
That's right.
They have like a flannel inlining.
Dirt balls.
Fancy.
Look how great we look. Joe's got all these great clothes over here. You can look just as good as us if you go to flagandanthem.com and drop promo code DIRTY. You get 25% off.
Which I say it every time. Our strongest promo code even. 25%. A quarter? Come on, man.
A quarter of your purchase you get off.
Yeah.
Just off.
First purchase. If you haven't used that promo code yet, use it now. Order big. Go big or home. Get some Christmas presents.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Get some fly gear for Thanksgiving dinner, for Christmas. I mean, just think about all the shit that you have to deal with when you go home to your family for Thanksgiving. Show up in some fresh Flag and Anthem gear. You don't have to be a good person. You don't have to not be a booze hound. Just look respectable. And then when your parents go to sleep, you take down 40 Miller Lights. You know what I mean? But at dinner, look sharp in some Flag and Anthem.
25% off. Just go to flagandanthem.com, drop promo code DIRTY. And you know what? I'll just say it. It'll help get you laid.
And if they send you a screenshot, they get a koozie, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah. Send me a screenshot. No, you don't just get one koozie. You get 2 koozies. Can I tell you, I know we have such a full show, though, but speaking of the koozies, I have to tell you about the post office the other day.
Okay.
That Venice post office. Well, first of all, every post office in America is a fucking disaster because it's run by the government. And the government is a bunch of fucking idiots. Yeah, I said it. So the lever to send packages or letters, whatever, if you don't want to deal with them, if you have the postage already, it was locked. So I show up. I had like 10 different packages of koozies to mail out, but I also had to get stamps. So I was just going to watch everybody walk in and try to get it, see if they could get it, because I couldn't get it. There was a line out the door. 3 different women come up. People were like, what is happening here? Like, this is locked. Then finally some dude walks in. And I said, this is ridiculous. And he goes, he lets the whole post office hear. He goes, yeah, because they're all run by, this place is run by fucking idiots. And I started laughing, and I'm like, oh boy. And he's total New Yorker. And I go, yeah, you're right. And he goes, you know how I know this? He's making sure everyone hears him. I used to work at the post office for 35 years. Lowest IQ possible if you work at a post office. And I'm like, holy shit. This dude is just firing shots to the workers who are trying to ignore him when they can clearly hear. Then he goes in some fucking rant about how he was a manager. He's like, dumbest fucking people. He goes, see that thing over there? See that? People can't even send out packages. And he goes, I know you can hear me. You're ignoring me? And he goes, by the way, that mailbox outside, it's been full. You can't even open it for 2 days. You're all lazy fucks. And I'm like, this guy just came in.
I love it. He's right.
To cause chaos, and they were too scared to acknowledge him.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'm just going to skip it. I don't know. I don't need a fucking government job rant right now. It's too much.
But then his best part is he goes, I want to fire everybody. And all those workers at the post office said, you can't. It's union. You know, it's all union. New York, I worked in Bronx. He goes, dude, he was like a straight up Italian dude. He goes, little did they know, my cousin was the union rep.
That's amazing.
He goes, I fired all those motherfuckers in one day. Got a whole new staff.
Love this guy.
Yeah. I actually went back. I had to go later that day. Because Dirtballs, you've been great about sending me promo codes. I went back later that day to mail more koozies. 4 hours later, it was still locked. I'm like, can just nobody send out?
Now they're just doing it out of spite.
Yeah, could just nobody send out packages today? All right. We have to talk NFL. There's lots going on. Before we get to the games, we got to discuss all the other news. First and foremost, Le'Veon Bell.
Yep.
Not playing in 2018.
All right. I guess.
I think it's a smart move.
By him?
Yes. I've thought about this.
Okay.
Here's why.
Well, he gave up what?
$14.5 million.
Okay. But obviously could have potentially gotten hurt, and he's going to get a big contract somewhere.
Yes.
But is it going to be from the Steelers?
No.
See, this is the thing, though, especially with running backs. What if he goes to a shit team?
Well,
and then he doesn't. I mean,
it's funny you should say that. I can pull up the betting odds as of now.
He goes to a shit team.
They're
they're not as good, and then he only gets his fucking. Let's say he gets. I don't know. Let's say he gets. By the way, not playing this year on a franchise tag. I totally understand. You don't want to just fucking have $14 million and that's it. But like, let's say he gets a $30 million guarantee, and then he goes on a shit team, and then he gets fucking cut, and then that's all he made is $30 million. You know what I mean?
He'll get more than 30.
Okay.
Because Gurley did. These are the teams.
He's not Gurley.
You don't think him and Gurley are on the same level?
Are him and James Conner on the same level? Football, man, is like it. Where you play and the quality of your team and how good everybody is a big factor.
I agree.
In how fucking good you are.
I agree. Well, let me just pull up the odds then. And again, this will change. This will be a fluid process. Right now, it's all shit teams. The odds to land Le'Veon Bell in 2019 are the Jets at plus 300, the Raiders at plus 500, the Bucks at plus 700, the Eagles. Well, then you have some decent teams. So I stand corrected. The Eagles at plus 700, and the Packers, which I would love to see, at plus 750. Imagine him with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to watch. But here's why I think he's smart. Well, at least in the sense of he shouldn't have come back halfway through the year. Here's why he's smart. He's an unrestricted free agent now. The possibility for injury, had he come back in week 4, week 5, whatever, is so much higher.
Yeah.
So what he did, I think, was smart. You either sit out the whole year or play the whole year. You don't do this in the middle, in between bullshit.
Well, I think also him like the way Connor's playing, him coming back, if he doesn't achieve at that level, now teams start going, is he that good? Or are the Steelers that good?
I think Le'Veon Bell gets...
Let me ask you something. If next year the Raiders throw $95 million at Juju Smith-Schuster, would your head explode?
Yeah, he's not worth that.
He fucking seems like he's worth that, right?
Well, again, he's surrounded by good players.
Right. It's the same thing. Like, he put himself in a tough situation when he waited, had he come back in week 2, I mean, we've seen it before. He comes back, somebody holds down the fort for a while. I mean, we're fucking 10 weeks into the season. He comes back and he goes for 90 yards in the first game. Should they go back to Connor?
I think he made the right move, though.
I mean, honestly, I think the right move was taking the deal they offered him originally, not the franchise tag.
Oh, yeah. We'll agree on that.
Yeah. That was the right move. Once he fucking passed on that.
We'll agree on that.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm never going to fucking say that this guy's dumb for sitting out when why would you play on a franchise tag? In the NFL, it'd be ludicrous.
And if you're out there and I see these idiots, talk about Twitter idiots, talking about he quit on his team, he's selfish.
Dude, the NFL doesn't give a single fuck about him.
Exactly. NFL owners are the definition of selfish. So this whole thought process that Le'Veon Bell is selfish for looking out for himself when the owners will cut anyone, and I mean anyone. You think if Aaron Rodgers has like a devastating injury to his arm that they give a fuck about him?
But as a running back, I believe Le'Veon Bell played 4 years at Michigan State, didn't he?
Yeah.
So there's miles on him.
Sure.
I still think that the fall off in the NFL for a running back happens really fast. I don't know if you just want to just be another year older. I still think the move was taking that original deal. I think that's where his agent fucked up. But
what if he gets $40 million in guaranteed?
Well, what did he get? What was his original offer?
It was less than Gurley.
Right. No, it's significantly less than Gurley, but like, he's not Gurley.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as stats go, he's not Connor. Right? That's just facts.
But let's talk eye test.
Yeah.
Who do you think is a better running back? Le'Veon Bell, I think, is a better all-around running back than James Conner.
Look, do I think that? Yes, because
Especially
I watched Le'Veon Bell do it for a while.
Yeah.
But if I'd watched Le'Veon Bell for one, like, James Conner's been fucking really good.
No, I know. It's been great.
A lot of running backs come in the league. Everybody thinks they're going to be fucking great. Then they ain't shit. And like, oh, God, like, what happened? It's like, it's easy to be a good running back when you come onto a team. The fucking offense is in place. You got a quarterback. You got receivers. They have a fucking fantastic offensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eye test, Le'Veon Bell is a little bit more dynamic of a player. But like, I don't love his chances of being in the league in 5 years if he signs with the Jets.
I mean, him and his agent, and I'll put this on his agent. They're taking a huge gamble on this.
He just wants his big bonus. That's what he wants. Now the question is he going to get a bigger bonus than he got offered the first time around? And if he does, how much? So much so that it'll balance out if he gets cut after 3 years on the Jets because the Jets fucking stink. Guess we'll see. Dangerous game.
Yeah, I know it is.
Also, the running back boom is happening.
It really is.
I would have wanted to get involved when they were handing out fucking running back contracts. Who knows what's happening next year?
Well, let's get to the games.
Let's do it.
Joe, you have an arrogance about you still. It's amazing. I see it on Twitter. You're down 10 games now, man.
I don't even have an arrogance about me.
You think I'm just going to melt down?
I do. I have trust that there will be some Andy Ruth. I actually have a lack of confidence in myself. I'm going to need to have some weeks where I make it up, even if or when you falter.
Well, here's the thing.
So I'm confident that there's going to be a meltdown week.
We have 7 weeks.
Now it's just a question of, can I make up the difference?
I have not had a meltdown week yet. I agree. 17 weeks in the season, everybody's usually good for 1 or 2 meltdown weeks.
Yeah.
I've somehow managed to not melt down through 10 weeks.
Right. So I think it's going to be like the idea of how close to me. Now, I was putting out bets, and you were not accepting when you had 7, 8, 10 game leads. So now it's like, how late do you go in the season where I'm down 10 games where I'm accepting, potential bad bets for myself?
What do you mean? But the bets from
like
who?
Last week, I offered you a fucking loser doesn't watch the Super Bowl if they swear. You're up fucking 8 games. You passed.
I was up 7. No, I didn't pass. I accepted.
You didn't accept that bet. Are you on drugs?
The bet was loser couldn't swear
for 4 weeks, and then you're like, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, I accepted it. I shook your hand. Go back and listen.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, if that's the bet, great.
It's a pretty easy bet. The loser just can't swear.
Yeah. And if they do, they can't watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I accepted it.
Are you sure?
I'm positive I did.
Okay.
If I didn't, hop in the YouTube comments, guys. Let us know.
I mean, as you know, I black out during these shows.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I accepted it. Pretty sure a handshake even happened. Okay. So the Packers are at the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Thursday night. I already know who you're going to take. The Seahawks are 3-point favorites.
Why, you going into stall mode now?
No, I already know who you're going to take.
I'm 100.
You're clearly taking the Packers.
Not only am I taking the Packers, I think the Packers win that game. I'm going to bet money on the Packers to win the game. If you ask me, I've said it the whole year. I don't think the Seahawks are that good. I don't think the Seahawks are a playoff team. I don't think the Seahawks are going to win 9 games. I I'm not sure how I feel about the Packers, but I have a feeling that the Packers are going to be like, whether or not they make the playoffs, I feel like there's going to be some noise around them in week 15 and 16 and 17. For that to happen, they have to be even in the hunt.
I feel like I have to bet on my boy
You
Russ.
don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Well, he covered for me last week.
Yeah.
You bet against him.
Yep.
I don't want to, but I'm going to. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is with my boy Russell Wilson, who will, I'm looking at the camera for this one, be a Hall of Famer. I'm ready to say that at this point.
Wow. I mean, I've never seen a disproportionate love of one athlete than your love of Russell Wilson. I truly like it's truly remarkable.
I've never seen so much disrespect.
You called him a top 5 NFL quarterback.
He is.
It's crazy to me.
What's crazy to me is when you say things like Odell Beckham Jr., the fastest to 5,000 yards, and then I come back and say, well, Russell Wilson joins Dan Marino and Peyton Manning as the only quarterbacks in NFL history to throw for 20 or more touchdowns in their first 7 seasons.
So do you think Russell Wilson has the most touchdowns? You think the most touchdowns through the first 7 seasons go Marino, Manning, Russell Wilson? Or do you think that Russell Wilson had 21, 20, 22, 25, 20? What do you think?
He led the NFL with 34 last year.
Right.
What I think is this.
You would take, like, honestly, right now, you're like, you have a game to win. You're taking Russell Wilson over Phillip Rivers.
Yes.
It's ludicrous.
Yes.
It's ludicrous. That's based in nothing.
They're actually very similar. Breno, I've done a lot of homework on this. I've broken down the numbers over here.
They're not very similar.
But they are.
No, they're not.
They are.
Because the reason they're not very similar.
I'm talking their first 7 seasons. That's all I'm talking about. The first 7 seasons, they're literally on par with each other. And you know where they're on par too? They both had great teams. Let's not forget Phillip Rivers, when he started,
yeah,
he had some like stacked teams, bro. Just like Russell Wilson. They're very similar. It's fine. We don't have to do this again. But the numbers speak for themselves. After 7 seasons, he's basically on pace with all the guys who are going to make the Hall of Fame.
And after 20 seasons, Phillip Rivers is going to make the playoffs again. And in year 7, it's just going like this. You bought high and you're going to sell super low. The Seahawks are trending like a fucking anvil.
They're down this year. They were down last year, but I always think they can bounce back. That's all I'm saying. The same way the Chargers have. This doesn't mean I don't like Phillip Rivers. His numbers speak for themselves. He's a great quarterback.
Well, I'm glad you're buying in on Russell this week. I'll take Aaron Rodgers against the 12th man, Seattle.
You know what the 12th man is? And I commented with some of the Rams fans. They were all laughing about this. It's all hipsters, bro. Every Seahawks fan at that game last week, it's like white dude with like blue hair, tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, that's Seattle.
All hipsters.
Yeah.
All their fans. All right. Next up, we have. I can't wait to talk about this. The Cincinnati Bengals travel to Baltimore. The Cincinnati Bengals.
What's the spread on this game?
It's currently not available because they don't know if Flacco or Lamar Jackson is going to start. It's been unavailable for the last few days.
Okay.
So I don't know how you and I know this always sucks when this happens. We have to just pick a game. Is that how we do it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. Like, look,
No, we should get to wait.
Sure. Okay.
Because that's going to affect my pick. Is it going to affect yours if Lamar Jackson starting?
Kind of, maybe. I'm a Flacco supporter, but maybe not. I don't know.
Well, let's get to the big news out of Cincinnati.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, Cincinnati, what a dumpster fire game last week. I mean, they got fucking pissed on. Which we'll come back. I want to talk about that Saints win because, well, we'll get back to quarterback stuff when we talk Saints. But That Bengals, I mean, they got actually urinated on.
At home.
Yeah. And then they followed it up. We talk about, I mean, their stadium is on fire and they're throwing gasoline at it.
I thought this was an article out of The Onion.
I thought it was just a Photoshop. I don't even think The Onion would, I don't even think people would get it.
Let me just read the headline.
The Onion does like fucking sarcasm.
Ex-Browns coach Hue Jackson going to work for friend Marvin Lewis.
The AFC North is the Underground Railroad.
Hue Jackson has been hired as a special assistant coach for the Bengals. I got to read some of these quotes. These quotes, my phone was on fire from Cincinnati people.
You know what his role as special assistant is, right?
What's that?
He has to walk out on the field first and hope that people think he's Hue Jackson. So that think he's Marvin Lewis.
Oh, okay.
So when people yell at him, like, fuck you, Marvin, you should be fired. Basically, he's just got to go out there and take Marvin Lewis's booze.
He's like mini-me because he's a lot shorter.
Yeah, exactly.
He's mini-me. Listen to this quote from Marvin Lewis. I have a great comfort level with Hue and his ability to assist me with the day-to-day responsibilities on defense. What? Including analyzing our opponents and helping me on game days with the players and defensive coaches. So the Bengals, just so people know, after that loss, they fired their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So Marvin's taking over the defensive part of the game, which that was always his specialty anyway. I don't know why he wasn't doing it anyway. That's what made his name for himself. This is what Hugh says. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to join the Bengals. There's a lot of talent on this team. I look forward to doing my part in helping finish strong this season. I mean, Browns players were tweeting because the Bengals play the Browns twice still. Marvin would not say one thing. This is where it gets really funny. He kept being all fucking like coy. When asked Monday how he would handle the additional defensive play calling duties now the defensive coordinator is fired, Marvin smiled and said, I've got a plan. When asked about Jackson joining the staff, Lewis laughed and said, watch and see. What is happening?
It's unbelievable.
You want to hear a call from a Cincinnati fan?
Sure. Marvin Lewis kind of a fucking dick at this point, though. How do you let didn't they fire their offense coordinator earlier this year?
No, they fired him
last year after the fucking whatever.
When they started shitty.
So Marvin Lewis just missed or throw guys under the bus. Dude, you stink. You haven't won a playoff game. Who's next? Serious question. Did he hire Hue Jackson so that he can fire Hue Jackson when they lose a game? They're like, dude, you already fired your coordinators. He's like, well, now I'm firing my special coordinator. You can't hire dudes just to fire them so that we don't fire you. He's like, well, I just did. Hue Jackson's like an intern. It's like when we get Chabeli, well, you're fucking fired.
Dude, put on these headphones. I'm gonna play this call. This is from our boy Stolzy. He DM'd me. He goes, "Don't play it," but it was such a natural reaction. This is basically him learning the Bengals have hired Hue Jackson, and he instantly called the hotline. He goes, "Don't play it," but I'm thinking in my head, dude, I have to play it because it's just so natural. So shout out to our boy Stolzy back in Cincy.
K.
He's losing his mind.
Fuck Mike Brown. Fuck Marvin Lewis. Fuck Hue Jackson. Reverse racism is bullshit. If you want a job and you live in Ohio, come to Ohio. If you're black and you coach football. Oh my God. This is worse than when Marvin predicted the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's all I got to say. Ruther. Oh my God.
You can't even talk. Dude, here's my thing to Cincinnati fans. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it.
I mean, did he not want you to play it because he started by saying KKK over and over?
He couldn't even talk. And as you said, he goes, I call it was just gibberish. Guys, living in Cincinnati, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. You just can't support the team. Like, just don't go to games. And I can already tell no one's going to games. I've seen empty seats all season long. Don't go to games. Don't support them. Mike Brown is the worst. He literally is the worst. Any organization who's tried to thwart him and get rid of him, somebody used to pay for kind of like our San Diego sign guy. He used to do a flyover, like fire Mike Brown. He like went to FAA and the guy got like had to pay a big fine because he broke, code of where he shouldn't have been flying. Like the guy's an asshole. I kind of want to see the Bengals make the playoffs though.
They're not going to.
I know. But I almost, like I said, if right now they would have to go to New England and lose by like 30.
Right.
So do you want to make a bet on this game? Or are we going to say who we think?
I mean, if you want to wait, I'm fine to wait.
Okay, I'll wait. All right, Carolina at Detroit. The Panthers are 4-point favorite on the road.
Yeah, Detroit fucking stinks. Detroit's burned me too many times. I'm going with Carolina.
Yeah, Detroit does fucking suck. But is this a trap game?
Could be. Although, Panthers, talk about fucking trap game.
Yeah.
They got their shit pushed in by the Steelers.
Yeah.
I mean, I tweeted MVP, LOL. Like, that campaign's over, right?
I think so. God, part of me wants to take Detroit, though. Because it's a home game. The problem is I don't know anything about Detroit's defense.
Matt Patricia, bro. You love Detroit. Take Detroit.
Fuck it, I'll take Detroit.
Yeah. Now we're having a fucking week.
Tennessee at Indy. Tennessee's looking good. They are a 2.5-point underdog on the road. I'm going to take Tennessee. I think they win.
I think they can win that game. I'm just wondering, my thought about this is does this division get tight suddenly? Tennessee's what? 5-4?
Well, the division already is tight.
Right. But I'm saying if they are 5-4 and Indianapolis is 4-5 and the Texans are 6-3.
Yeah.
If the Colts win this game, they're both 5-5.
Yeah, Tennessee's 5-4.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, they're all there.
Yeah. I really like Tennessee. Where is it?
Do.
It's in Indianapolis.
I'm going to take Tennessee to cover. I think they just straight up win the game.
I know, but fuck, Colts are kind of sneaky, offensively dangerous.
The Colts can put up points.
I mean, big letdown game after the fucking big Monday night win and the big Pats win. I'm going to take the Colts. And
wow.
I like Tennessee, and I'll be rooting for them. I'll be rooting against myself because I want Tennessee to win. I like Tennessee. I like Mariota. I like Vrabel. I like their style.
We got a lot of different picks this week so far.
Yeah.
This could be your week, Joey. All right, Dallas at Atlanta. Even though they won on the road impressively in Philly.
And the fucking Falcons got beat by the Browns.
Killed. Vegas has no faith in Big D. The Falcons are 3.5-point favorites at home.
I know.
Really makes you wonder.
I know. Fuck the fucking Falcons, man. That's another team. They've been burning me since fucking Tivas. The Falcons are like, that team has fucked me so many times. They fucked me in the Super Bowl. They fucked me in the playoffs last year against Philly. They fucked me in the first year with fucking Tivas.
The
Falcons
fucked you
love
a lot.
to fuck me, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fucking take Dallas, and then fucking Matt Ryan's gonna go for 5,000 yards. So I'm gonna let fucking the Falcons keep fucking me in the ass. And I'm gonna take the Falcons.
I was gonna take the Falcons too.
Yeah.
I just see a letdown game for Dallas.
Because they're not very good, and it turns out Philly's not good. I mean, the NFC East is fucking Talk about a dumpster fire.
Can I change mine, actually?
I'm starting to think that the Giants might still be in that division.
Can I change mine?
Sure. You going to go with Dallas?
Oh, I don't want to pick Dallas.
I mean, Dallas isn't good.
I'm going to take Atlanta.
Okay.
I just saw a comment from YouTube. Did I miss Prano destroy Goldberg yet? Prano has not said a word about Goldberg.
No. Well, I mean, are the Pats on? The Pats don't have a bye, right? We'll talk about the Pats when we get to. We'll talk about Goldberg when we get to the Pats.
The Pats do have a bye, actually.
Do they?
Yeah.
Should we talk Goldberg right now?
Yeah, let's talk Goldberg right now.
I don't know. First of all, it was sad to listen to Matty Goldberg. He is fucking wanting to kill himself, obviously. I have a theory. I have a couple different theories. One, I think Goldberg wants me to destroy him because low key, I think he might want to kill himself and have me actually take a rap for telling somebody to kill themselves. Low key, I'm if Matty fucking offs himself, does he want to ruin my life in the process? Also, he put a ton of words in my mouth, the things that I've shit on him for over the years and the things that I would attack him about that I would never attack anybody about. Now, what I think...
Such as
my sister fucking thinks I'm an asshole, my family hates me, and I should fucking... I'm whoever said any of that shit? And thank you for defending me. The last time I was there, I was doing fucking, I'm a goddamn moving man. I'm fucking moving, couches and beds and shit, and he's still sleeping on the couch like a fucking homeless fucking retard that he is. But here's what Matty has to do. Okay? Matty has to face some facts in life. The fact is, the New England Patriots are a bunch of cheating fucks. They always have been. There was never a time where they weren't cheaters. Guess what, though? That doesn't change the joy that Matty felt when his cheating fucking team won the Super Bowl. He also has to face the fact that his girlfriend fucking sucked. She was kind of a bitch. She didn't thank his fucking sister after living free in the basement for 2 years. Motherfucker, you can order meatball fucking sandwiches on goddamn Uber Eats. Stop thinking about killing yourself because somebody's not there to make fucking sliders for you. We're going to get you fucking strippers come clean your apartment? You're worried about your Super Bowl party? Come to grips with some shit. The Pats cheated and your girlfriend fucking sucked. Didn't change the joy that you felt from both of those things, but move on with your fucking life. Pats are probably still cheating. Your girlfriend's probably sucking some other dude's dick. Accept it. It's over. Move on. You're probably better off that she's fucking gone. So, enough with the woe is me garbage. It's a fucking excuse to it was sad to listen to. He's coming on the show and I want him to end me. I don't want to end you. Just grow up. You want me to make you fucking sliders, bro? You want me to make meatballs for the Super Bowl? I'll make you fucking meatballs. And if you stop complaining about the girlfriend.
And I'll say, come on. Italian guy over here, I bet he makes much better meatball sliders.
My grandma's meatball recipe is unfucking matched. I mean, the thing is and then he's, some things Matty goes at me. The reason I always go over the top at Matty is because I only say facts. The New England Patriots have been caught. We're not just caught cheating. They were caught cheating and punished and then caught cheating again. Where there's fucking smoke, there's fire. They were cheating the whole goddamn time before and after. That's how that fucking works. Okay? They were cheating. They were fucking cheating. He'll be like, Joe Namath is better than fucking Eli Manning. You're saying that to set me off. I don't do that. I'm not trying to diss you. I call it as I see it. Your girlfriend was fucking kind of a cunt, and the Patriots have always cheated. Accept life and move the fuck on. Now, if you want to troll me and say Eli Manning is trash, then be a troll. I'm going to keep it real.
Keeping it real with Joey No Chill. You know what'll make Matty feel better? And I know it's already made you feel better. Getting some of those amazing products from Grove Collaborative.
I mean, Matty's got to order from Grove right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
His basement's a disaster.
Yeah, so that the nude maids have something to use when they come
Yeah.
over. I don't think they bring their own equipment.
No. I think we should get him some Grove. It's a B corporation that is changing the world, and they can change Maddie's life. One step at a time, Goldberg. You should try this stuff out. Prano's been using it to clean the floors.
Hardwood floor cleaner.
The bathrooms.
Yeah. Bathroom cleaner. Daily shower spray.
And
it's great.
And they use natural products.
All natural.
Organic. Healthy. Not cutting down the trees using their stuff, are they, Prano?
No. Guys,
here's the best part of all this. We have an amazing deal running with Grove. I have been using their toilet paper on my bottom. That's right, on my buttocks in the morning. Get a nice fresh wipe. Guys, if you haven't tried Grove already, you need to stop to shop today before this deal runs out. For a limited time only, Dirtballs can sign up and get an amazing free, guys, I'm going to look in the camera for this one, free 30-day supply of Seedling, Grove's tree-free paper towels, toilet paper, and tissues. I have all of those. Also, a free 60-day VIP membership and a surprise bonus gift just for you when you sign up and place an order of only $20 or more. You get all that stuff for free just for signing up and paying only $20 or more. So check out Grove at our special offer at grove.co/30sports. That's grove.co/30sports. And I will have that in the description. Once again, if you send me a screenshot, guys, if you have a lady, she'll love Grove.
Yeah, my lady does. I can tell you that for sure.
Exactly. Maddie, if you want to get a lady,
yeah,
use Grove.
No, I can't because you see, that's the other thing with Maddie. It's like the excuses. I can't. Like, it's hard to listen. Like, I can't because of this. I can't. Maddie loves to say you can't do some shit. Just sleep in your bedroom. Grow up.
Say the words I can, right?
Yeah, man. Like, God. He's so woe is me. You know, Andy, there's a guy who used to listen to the Kooks podcast. Rest in peace, Kooks. Tyler Turner.
Okay.
I follow him on Twitter. He was a skydiver. He had a skydiving accident. They had to amputate one of his legs. And for the last 2 years, he's been trying to rehabilitate his other leg. Now, after 2 years, they're taking his other leg off. He's going to have both legs amputated. And he's still tweeting about, we're going to go surfing, Prano. I'm going to spray the shit out of everything with you. This dude's got to have no legs. Matty Goldberg's like, my left hand's numb. I can't fucking do comedy and talk to people anymore. Like, geez, fucking excuses. Grow up. Get some fucking Grove. Right? Get some Harry's Razors. Get some Flag and Anthem.
And
order some meatballs on Uber Eats. Accept the fact that the Patriots are cheaters.
And get some topless maids.
And just, come on, man. Turn your life around.
Well, and we're here to help. You know that. You know that, Maddie. This all, it comes from love. Sometimes you need tough love in life. Man, this shit got real. Let's get back to some games. Your Giants are at home against your Fits. What is Prano? You talk about me watching Russ in L.A. Who you rooting for, Prano?
I mean, I'm clearly rooting for the New York Giants.
Fitz Magic?
Which
kind of ended last week.
Did it? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch much of that game.
3 points.
But they were moving the ball, right?
I mean, their defense only gave up 16.
Yeah. They just throw the ball so much. I'm gonna take their Bucks. I mean, the Giants, they look decent.
They look decent
on Monday.
How's that stadium, by the way?
It was fun. It was cool. You know, the one thing I'll say about the stadium, when they do these new stadiums and they do it right, the views are really good. Like we're up on the third, we were up in the 300 section, and there was just these huge walkways outside where, you go to the bathroom. There's never a line at the bathroom. There's never a line for fucking beer. There's never a line for food. We breezed right in through the doors, and it was like a good view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. Like there wasn't anything particularly special about the stadium.
What's it
It was
like
just well
being
designed.
that far away? Because it's in Santa Clara, right?
Yeah, but whatever. It's still like, it's not like there was not Niners fans there.
Sure.
It was still, you know what I mean? Once you're in the stadium, it's
Yeah.
like,
God, now part of me wants to take the Giants.
I just think I could just see Fitz carving them up.
I'm going to take the Bucs, though. All right, Houston at Washington. Oh, this one I already, hands down, know who I'm taking. I just do not see Houston winning 7 games in a row. They're a 3-point favorite at Washington.
I'm taking Washington to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we both are.
Yeah.
All right, Pittsburgh at Jacksonville. Pittsburgh's a 5.5-point favorite.
Yeah, and I'm taking Pittsburgh. Jacksonville's dunzo.
Yeah. Rematch of last year's, what would that have been? Divisional round game?
Yeah.
All right. And Denver
So you're taking Pittsburgh as well?
I'm taking Pittsburgh as well. Denver at LA Chargers. Ooh, interesting game here.
Big spread, I bet.
7-point Charger favorites.
I'm taking the Chargers.
I like the Chargers right now. I've been saying it. Here's the thing about the Chargers.
Think about how much better they'd be with Russ.
I don't think they'd be any worse. I don't think they'd be any worse, Joe Prano. I think the Chargers could beat any team on the road in the playoffs.
Any team on the road.
Any team. I'm not saying they will or
they could go to Pittsburgh.
Yes,
and beat
win.
The Steelers.
I think they could go to KC, win. I think with a veteran quarterback, they have some good young, skilled players, a good solid defense. I think the God, I have to say it without saying San Diego. The LA Chargers could beat any AFC team on the road.
I mean, it's not
They
out
have
of the
that
realm of
capability.
possibility that they could have a home game.
No, it's not at all. But is that really a home game?
Right.
I like the Chargers, man. You don't think they could go into Pittsburgh or Kansas City or New England?
I think New England more so. I know fucking Matty Goldberg's like fucking, hanging himself in the bedroom he doesn't sleep in right now. I just thought of it. But like I think the New England, I don't think this is New England's year. But and Kansas City with essentially a rookie quarterback and with all that Andy Reid has done to struggle in playoff games. But like, I don't know if I see San Diego going into Pittsburgh and winning a road game.
I do. I think it could happen. I'm going to take them this week, and so are you. All right, Oakland at Arizona. The Cardinals are a 5.5-point favorite.
Well, they showed me something last week against the Chiefs. 5.5 is big, though.
Big.
It's in Arizona.
I mean, Oakland is just
awful.
Straight up tanking.
Yeah, I'm going to take Arizona. I can't believe I'm even saying that. I'm going to take a 5.5-point Cardinals favorite.
I'm going to have to as well. I just don't see Oakland. I just don't think they're putting up a fight anymore. Okay, Philly at New Orleans. The Saints coming off that ass whooping in Cincinnati. I know you have something to say about that. Are 8-point favorites.
Well, here's what I'm going to say about that before I make my pick. We have dealt with the psychotic Drew Brees fans this year when we made our top 5 claim. Not top 5 claim. I will repeat again before I say this, before A. Millie fucking, goes on a meth bender and drives here and fucking stabs me. But, like, I love Drew Brees. I've always liked Drew Brees. I've liked Drew Brees since he was at fucking Purdue. Drew Brees fucking surfs. I'm a Drew Brees fan. I'm sick of hearing that doesn't have the fucking weapons bullshit that I hear about fucking quarterbacks who don't get it done. I'm sick about hearing that doesn't have a fucking defense bullshit that I hear about quarterbacks that don't get it fucking done. Here's the bottom line. He's got Kamara. He's got Thomas.
Ingram.
He's got Ingram. He's got a fucking defense. You don't play in the Super Bowl this year? That argument's fucking over. You want to jump Elway, who has 2? You want to jump Peyton Manning, who has 2? No more fucking excuses. Here it is. How much better of a backfield do you want? How fucking good of a receiver do you want? This is it, Drew Brees. I like you. I'm rooting for you. But for you Drew Brees fans out there, this is how it works.
So you're saying if he doesn't win a Super Bowl,
then this is what everybody's been saying.
Fair enough. I mean,
he never had this. He never had that. He never had this. We never
he's got the pieces now.
He's got the fucking pieces. That is what when I talk about Russ, okay? You go, no one's talking about Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer without his fucking Super Bowl right now. And let's see what happens. Let's see what he does when he doesn't have that shit. But Eli Manning, Matty Goldberg was sitting in this seat fucking last week just on a Eli Manning should be dead and buried train. He did it with the 17th fucking defense and the 27th defense. He did it with fucking Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs and fucking Steve Smith and Kevin Boss. And fucking Victor Cruz, who's a fucking undrafted. Come on.
Well, those guys did rush for 1,000 yards that year.
Yeah. But
Jacobs and Bradshaw.
Great. And look, they've had fucking guys there
that
had that capability. I'm just saying, I like Drew Brees. I like the Saints. I'm rooting for him. But this is what we're talking about.
Well, look.
When you sit there and you fucking cry in your gumbo that we're disrespecting Drew Brees, here it is.
Man.
He's got fucking everybody.
Something happened.
He's got everybody.
What happened in last week?
No. They dominated the Bengals. They've got it. Ingram's back.
They're looking good.
Come with some bullshit excuse now about the Minnesota Miracle. You lost to Case Keenum in the playoffs. That's what happened. I'm laying down the gauntlet. Win a Super Bowl this year, or you Drew Brees motherfuckers can shut the fuck up.
Oh, man. No Chill is back.
That's it.
What about for MVP?
He's the MVP right now.
Over Mahomes.
Yes. He's the MVP right now.
Yeah.
So, and guess what? If he wins it, it'll be his first. So, you want to jump? You psychos out there that want to come at us because we said he's not a top 5? You fucking lunatics.
Because we said he was 6th.
Because we said he was 6th. Behind guys with multiple rings, multiple MVPs. Okay. Win one MVP.
I can't disagree.
And win your second Super Bowl.
Look,
or shut your fucking mouth.
I can't disagree with what you're saying. I really can't because.
And I'm rooting for it.
Yeah. They're fucking amazing
Jump
to watch.
Into the top 5.
I can't disagree with what he's saying, guys, and especially the fact that they did beat the Rams. They do have a better defense right now than LA. Even though LA on paper has better players defensively, we all see what the Rams defense is doing. I think Prano's got a point. Odds are,
but again,
they're going to finish with the top 2 seed. They most likely.
You go to the Super Bowl, you lose to the Steelers. Where do you stack up against Ben Roethlisberger? You go to the Super Bowl, you lose to the Chargers. Where do you stack up against fucking Phil? I'm just saying, you want to be unquestionably with Brady, Rodgers, Elway, Montana, Peyton Manning? Here's all the fucking weapons. Here's the defense. Here's the bye. Here's home field. Win it or shut your fucking mouths. That's it. That's fucking it. Look, I'm rooting for it. I hope it happens. But man, I don't want a single fucking reply if Drew Brees isn't holding the Lombardi this year.
And you'll get him though.
Well, why is he having it? Because all you motherfuckers do is talk about fucking Colston and fucking Jimmy Graham and a shitty defense and blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, your boy Russ. People fucking he doesn't have any fucking weapons. There's plenty of guys that didn't do it with fucking weapons. When Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl, who are we talking about? Donald Driver? How did he do it? How did he not win 5 with Donald Driver?
Well, I think that's the reason there. I mean, you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, arguably the best of the best.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you can't put Brees in that whole sphere of that level of playing quarterback.
Great. Enjoying the sphere.
I'll tell you what.
Take it. Take John Elway's fucking 5 spot, or take fucking Peyton Manning, who won 2, and has all the records. Do it. Take it. But don't forget, those guys made other Super Bowls.
I'll tell you what. People have bad memories. Joe and I have talked about it. I don't think people know the year the Packers won. The Packers, I believe, were like 6-6, and they had to win their last 4 games.
And we're a wild card team.
They're a wild card team.
They were the 6th seed.
They were the 6th seed. I don't think people know the injuries that he dealt with. Like, he was on like 2nd, 3rd string receivers. Going in, just upsetting people.
I'm going to say it again one last time, because you motherfuckers down there drinking Hurricanes and fucking eating, Church's chicken, or whatever the fuck, Mr. Bojangles down there, losing their goddamn minds. I'm rooting for it. I love Drew Brees. I've always been a Drew Brees fan. But goddamn it, shut the fuck up if he doesn't do it.
Well, who do you have covering the spread?
The fucking Saints.
I do too. All right. Your Sunday night game. Minnesota travels to Chicago, where the Bears are 2.5-point favorites. I'm going to take the Bears.
I'm taking Minnesota. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings to win that game.
Oh, upset pick.
I think that division is going to get spicy.
I can see it.
I think the Packers are. I don't know if the Packers are a playoff team because they have a tough schedule down the stretch, and they started off shitty. And Mike McCarthy's a fucking nipple. But I think they'll be in the mix.
Yeah.
They'll cause some mayhem.
All right. And the Monday night game, which I am really trying to go to.
I'd like to go to that as well.
As I mentioned earlier. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
SeatGeek. I'm taking the Chiefs, by the way. What's the spread?
3.5. Now, Cooper Kupp. Oh, I hate this. I think the Rams are going to feel that effect. He's gone for the year.
Yeah.
He shredded his knee. We watched it live. And I knew it. I knew when it happened. It wasn't good because he couldn't walk. They couldn't walk off the field without help. Dude, people are so dumb. Like, I'm watching the game and I'm he's done. He's done. Just the people in our section. I'm like, guys, he's not walking. Someone is helping him walk all the way to the locker room.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
Hey, look, I'm taking the Chiefs because everything that we've said about the Rams defense.
I'm taking the Chiefs too.
And just the explosiveness of that Chiefs team.
Yeah. I'm not saying the Rams don't win. They might win. That extra half point for me is huge. Yeah. So those are our Week 11 picks. Quick update. I have received some DMs about the dirt ball sit-in.
Ooh.
Foreigners.
Wow.
Somebody from Ireland was like, is the flight? I'm like, dude, I can't, I'm not paying for your flight from fucking Belfast or wherever. Some foreigners slid in my DMs. Other people slid in my DMs. Looks like now we might have to decide then. I am going to the Toyota dealership on Friday to start looking at cars.
I mean, the thing is like...
So this is happening.
There's 5 seats, but that doesn't mean there can only be 5 people.
Well, first of all, my car needs to get an alternator replaced so it can move. We need to figure out where to put it.
What's her name? Karen's gone. I think we do it right here.
Oh, bro. Karen's gone. She's been replaced with Tashira.
Oh boy. Doesn't sound good.
Black woman from fucking Brooklyn. Just saying.
Sounds like the post office.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah.
But she ain't gonna be putting up with that shit. So anyway, guys, yeah. And I also thought maybe I should do a raffle off too. The dirtball who bids the highest gets to put whatever I want on my license plate for my new car.
I like it.
A vanity plate just says like cuck.
I wonder if somebody already has cuck in California.
What'd you think of my opinion on people wearing different jerseys?
I mean, I feel like I've made myself clear on that. Wearing the wrong gear to a game. It's stupid.
I had dirtballs defending themselves in my DMs.
Well, they're stupid. I do this every fucking Super Bowl. I rewrite my tweet or I retweet my tweet. Don't be the guy that goes to a fucking Super Bowl party in a jersey of a team that's not playing. I don't know what is the argument. Let me tell you what the only argument that I imagine and how fucking stupid it is. Like, can I just be a football fan? Yeah, you can. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I took flack also for the hat thing.
What hat thing?
I ran it about that too. I was saying I'm not going to a Dodgers-Giants game wearing a Reds hat.
I mean, look, it's like a little bit less aggressive, but just plan better. When we were in Chicago, I wore a White Sox hat to the fucking Cubs game. But it's I was there, I had bought a White Sox hat.
Yeah.
And
same city.
Yeah. But if you're just wearing a hat at a game, because you don't have it, but here's the thing. Don't make a conscious decision to show support for another team at a game when they're not playing.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. It's stupid. Don't wear a jersey of a team that's not playing to the Super Bowl party. Don't be that guy. It's this isn't even an opinion. This is just a rule. Don't do it. It's stupid. I took a picture of it. I have a video. Look at this cuck. That's my girlfriend. Hold on.
Well, as you look for that, I want to say I did get a DM from a dirtball. What do you want to call it? Do we call it the cheddar dick cam or
look
the
at this
cuck cam?
Cheddar dick?
I mean, look at this person
at the Niners-Giants game. A fucking Josh Norman Redskins jersey. How much? And look at this. He looks like a fucking dirtball. Look at this fucking. Look at it. He's wearing a fucking jacket tied around his waist and shorts. He looks like he's in fucking high school.
I think we call it the cut cam. What do you think?
Great. Works for me. Can you tell me any of the arguments in favor of this?
Do you want me to read one?
Yeah, and I want you to read their @name.
Oh, I don't. Oh.
Why? They're putting it out there.
Well, these were.
I'm signing into the DMs. Oh, so you put it out there in a real pussy way.
A cuck way.
Yeah. You're even cucking on Twitter.
All right, I'll read one of the DMs I got from one of the dirtballs. Let's see here. God damn, I get a lot of DMs. Okay, I'm not going to reveal his name.
You're a cuck.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay, Max. Sorry, bro. I'll just say his name, Max. Does it count as cheddar dick cam, for instance? Let's say I went to Packers-Dolphins yesterday. Since I'm a Bears fan, I wore my Bears jersey.
Fucking, this is Max Schenecker. Yeah. I know exactly who this fucking cuck is.
This was his rationale. Because then everyone knows I'm cheering for the Dolphins to help us out in the division. I wrote,
cuck.
I wrote, yes, cheddar dick. Not sure what part of my rant you're not following.
Yeah.
And then look, it's that stupid back and forth. And then he just starts confessing to shit.
You want to know what the answer is? By the way, do you want to know what the answer is? Then you're a Dolphins fan that day. That's what you are. You're a Dolphins fan. You're rooting for the Dolphins. Be a Dolphin fan. Who did you go to the game with? A Dolphin fan? Borrow a Dolphin hat. When I went to the Super Bowl at Matty Goldberg's house last year, I wore a UCLA Bruins baseball hat. Why? Because it's the same B as is on the Boston Red Sox hat. Why? Because every time I wear it, people go, "You a Boston fan?" I go, "No, it's actually a UCLA hat. Fucking grow up and learn about hats." But And in this situation, I was like, I hope for the confusion. I'm rooting against the Eagles. I'm rooting for the Patriots. Borrow a Dolphins t-shirt.
Yeah. There's just no excuses, guys. There's no excuses. None at all.
Yeah, there's pictures of me. I hate the Dodgers. There's pictures of me in Dodgers fucking hats on the internet. Me at a Dodgers game rooting against the Braves.
Yeah. Grow up.
It's just not okay. And again, I repeat, just don't wear your Lions jersey to the fucking Super Bowl party.
But if you find somebody who does, make sure you tweet at us at The Dirty Sports.
You want to do that, by the way? Go to the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Go to the Pro Bowl.
Hashtag, I'm starting this. It's hashtag CuckCam.
Great.
We have our own CuckCam.
Yeah.
We will put people on blast, and we will shame people.
This is what All-Star games are for. Wear any jersey you want to the All-Star game.
Well,
even if you don't have a representative.
I think that's the episode.
Wear your son's jersey to the NBA All-Star game.
We powered strong. Coming up on 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I had 9 minutes of telling Maddie to stop being a cuck.
Get better, Maddie.
Get better. He's fucking fine. What is he getting better about?
But that's the point. Like, heed your advice. This isn't about me taking sides. It's about, like, we all got to deal with shit. But that's life, right, Prano?
That is life. I'm glad you brought that up because LA's on fucking fire. Malibu burned to the ground. Man's like, oh, who's going to make sliders? Get some fucking perspective.
That one city is completely gone. Paradise?
Yeah.
That town in Northern California.
The whole state's on fire.
Literally doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know another wildfire broke out in San Bernardino last night?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
All right. Well, guys, follow us at The Dirty Sports. Again, give me some love with promo codes. You get koozies in return. That really helps out the show. Follow me at Andy Ruther. Send me pictures using the Cuck Cam. I need to get those Instagram followers up. I lost some Instagram followers with my election shit. Oh, yeah.
What was your election shit?
I just posted some of my tweets on Instagram, and I literally watched my followers drop. Talk about cucks. People can't handle it, man. They can't handle the truth. That's all right. What's up with you, Joe?
At Joe Prano on Instagram. I don't know if I lost any Instagram followers, but that's where you guys can go to raise it. JoePrano.com for shows. At Fix Your Life on Twitter. And I just talked about the wildfires. This wildfire situation is fucking ridiculous. Driving the 101. I left the one. I went up the coast on Thursday and drove up the 101. No, nothing. From the time it took me to leave here Thursday morning to get up there, the 101 essentially closed behind me, and the whole fucking area went up. It's nuts. So here's what I'm going to do. Send me a screenshot of, I know you can text donate. Send me a screenshot of, if you live in California, if you, they need water and beef jerky and granola bars, or if you go on any animal shelters, anything, any sort of donation, anything that you do for the wildfires, if you DM a screenshot to me on Instagram or Twitter, I'll send you back a promo code for Joe Prano Takes a Stand so that you could watch it completely free. You shouldn't really need a reason to donate to this shit, but I'll give you one anyway. Free comedy. Just slide into my DMs with any sort of donation toward the fires that are going on here, and we'll give you some comedy. So
yeah,
do that.
Good. Do it, guys. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah,
I talked about on Dent Report, and obviously we weren't affected down here, but like when you walked outside,
I mean, But like, we don't even know that. Like, I mean, obviously, no, we didn't lose our places and whatever.
You're talking
But like,
about, yeah,
the fucking smoke is
Yeah.
crazy. The whole way down the 5 even today. The entire state of California is covered in smoke. I went running in Mountain View the other day. I got back. I was all fucking feeling all weird. And I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
stupid. You know, there's animals that are fucking everywhere. It's like,
yeah,
you know, shelter an animal, give to an animal shelter, send an old animal blanket, whatever you got. You know, I mean, look, our president's a shithead, obviously. So he had a shithead tweet. Let's you know, let's do the opposite. Let's
yeah.
give some money, give some time, and I'll send you some comedy.
Perfect. Takes 2 seconds, dirt balls. All right, guys. Enjoy your weekend when you're hanging out, sitting on Twitter by yourself, or maybe inviting over a lady or gentleman. Don't forget, condoms are for pussies.